So I'm assuming you have no idea who I am, right? I'm assuming that most people who are watching this video are gonna just find it, and that's to be expected, right? Especially with a video with a title like that. You're like, who are you, first of all? And is it really true? Is the title true? Yeah, it is. So yes, it's true. The viewers did buy me an entire PC. Well, they didn't buy the whole thing. I bought some of it, but most of it. They paid for most of it, which is still shocking. This is the first time I'm using it. It's right here. It's right off screen. You can't see it, but it's right there. It's right there. Yeah. I realized I haven't introduced myself. My name is Danicality, or Dan for short. Most people just call me Dan because it's short for, it's right down there. Just, you know, read it. That's my name. So this is the laptop that I had been using to make all of the videos on the entire channel up until this point. So this is the first one that's not being made on this thing. And it's for a reason, because, you know, it's 4 years old now. I got it in 2022, so it doesn't work anymore. Okay, so I think at this point I had about 900, maybe 1,000 subscribers. I had just had 1,000, I think. And I was like, hey guys, I created a GoFundMe page. The laptop doesn't work anymore. I need a PC. I can't buy a new one. I do have some money, but I don't have enough to buy the whole thing. So I created a GoFundMe page, and the goal was set to $1,000. And I did not think I was gonna get the $1,000. Most of the people who donated like $20 to $100, except for one person. And they know who they are. Shout out to this person specifically who donated $600. How insane do you have to be to give $600 to some rando that you don't? I mean, they might have been a long-time supporter, because I have been doing the channel for, well, I'm going on it's been 2 years, and I'm going on we're going on year 3. So they could have been here since the beginning. I would never have that much money to give away. Like, that's insane. I'm like, you must have a lot of money. But thank you for your generosity, because you genuinely saved all of us. I'm so serious. Talking to this person in particular, like, none of this would have been possible without that one person. So you saved the whole thing. That $600 contribution. That contribution like saved everything. So big shout out to you. I created the fund in May, and then by September we reached the goal of $1,000. And well, the PC I got was not $1,000. It was actually like, it was gonna be $1,600, but then I got a discount on it, so then it ended up being $1,500 instead. So the first 1,000 was from the GoFundMe, and then the other 500 was from me. I got a $1,500 PC for $500. It's really hard for me to believe that, because I thought that nobody just gives that much money to somebody without expecting something in return, even though I guess in a way they're paying for the content and not just nothing. I was trying not to pressure too much, but it kind of was a dire situation. So I'm sorry if I made anybody feel. Already just being a subscriber, even if you didn't give anything, is still really important to me, because I've been on this like huge hiatus because the computer didn't work, I couldn't make videos. so just the fact that you waited, you like believed and just supported, even though there was like dry spells. Well, I just realized I went this entire video without mentioning what PC I got. I just said I got one, and I'm like, are you gonna tell us like what kind or where you got it from? I will. Actually, I have the form that has like all of the information on it. So the PC itself is from Steiger Dynamics. If you've never heard of them, computer company, look them up, I guess. It's called the Forge Intel Core Compact Gaming Desktop PC. You can go on their website and look at it if you want. I'm not gonna talk about this like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so if you are a recurring viewer, then you know that there's some like Markiplier influence, right? If you go onto the Steiger Dynamics website, they have it on their website that Markiplier is a customer, right? I mentioned the discount, right? Do you want to know what it was for? The discount was for Markiplier referral. It was an $100 discount for a Markiplier referral. Okay, so if you're still with me after all that, it's time to move on to phase 2. So now that I have this new PC, this opens up a lot of opportunity for me, right? And if you haven't gathered this already, this is a gaming channel, right? The content is going to be gaming content. I really want you guys to be involved with this as much as possible. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take a vote, okay? And we as a community are going to pick what we're doing, okay? What I'm gonna do is I've never made one of these before, but I'm gonna make like a Google forum or something like that. I don't know. Like a poll sort of thing. I don't know, I've never made one, but it'll be linked in the description. There's going to be 2 rounds of this, okay? The first round is going to be just a text box. And in this text box, I want you to just type in whatever. It can be any game you want. It can be anything from like AAA to like short games. It can be whatever you want, okay? I have the computer for it now, okay? So type whatever you want. You can type in as many as you want. It'll be like, what do you want to see on the channel? And it'll be like a box. And then type in your recommendations, okay? And then so phase 2, I'm going to take those recommendations from the first poll. I don't know if I should call it a poll, because it's not really a poll. It's more like a recommendations box or whatever. I'm going to take those recommendations, put them into a list, and then I'm going to create another poll, which is going to have them all listed, and then everyone's going to vote on those recommendations, and then I'll play whichever one wins, I guess. Or maybe not. I'm still gonna have some sort of say, so I might not pick the winner, but I'll pick from like the top 5 at least, you know. I'll see, okay, like what is most voted for, and whichever ones are like highly voted for, I'll pick from those and see like, okay, you know. So I'm like, it's not entirely up to you, but it is mostly. Those of you who have been here, okay, you know this. If you look at the channel as it is right now, you will notice that there is one game that is the majority of the channel. It was the only one that still kind of worked well enough to play still, because it's it's Cry of Fear, by the way. Those of you who are here from that, you're like, I know you can't transfer the file. Like, what are you gonna do about that? Are you gonna continue it? Like, what are we gonna do about that? Because you just lost your entire save file, you know. Like, the only way, because it's not saved, it's saved locally, right? The only way to transfer would be like to transfer it manually, and that's just a lot of effort. I don't really want to go through all of that. I think, okay, so okay, so here's what the plan is. I'm going to just play it again up until where I left off, which I don't think will be that big of a deal. And also another idea I had, but I don't know if this idea is going to work, but I think I might attempt it, is I might try to stream it like to the channel. The thing is that here the Wi-Fi isn't strong enough to connect to my PC. I don't really know why. So I'm using my phone as a hotspot, which does work, but I don't know if that's gonna be strong enough. If I am gonna try to stream it, then I will probably put it on the community tab or something. I'm really hoping I didn't forget to talk about anything, because I feel like oh yeah, if you notice that videos like have been removed that used to be there, it doesn't necessarily mean that I regretted posting them. It just means that, you know, going forward, they aren't really, you know what I mean, right? I don't want to have to sit here and explain this. Especially like the major one that the previous viewers came from, right? You know which one, we all know which one I'm talking about. Basically the contents of that video, for those of you who are like, what is this video you're talking about? I was kind of really hopeless at that point. It was really depressing, that's why it's being removed. But I was basically talking about how I'm moving and I can't, you know, all of my stuff is breaking and I can't afford to replace it. And, you know, it's like all of this chaotic stuff is going on. So the house that I've been living in, which is not this house, it was another house. It's in another state. Is the house, my home state. Also, I didn't say this, I haven't said this yet. I'm not moving states. So this state that I'm in right now is that state that I didn't want to move to. But then I'm going back. It's almost over. Not really, because there's still more stuff I have to do even after we move. So it's still not really over. So the good news is I get to stay in my home state. Also, why am I holding this? So you should be able to see my screen, right? Also, this is my first time using Windows 11. I had no idea that you could do like this much customization. You know, like all of these buttons are green. Like these are green. These up here are green. Okay, so I wanted to include this part in the video just because I wanted to like showcase the PC returned null. Okay. Oh, here it is. Why is it all black? That's weird. Set resol- Ooh. It might be broken, actually. I think the reason it's black is because I think it's like the theming. Maybe if I turn off the theme, it'll show. I fixed it! Yeah, I'm a computer genius. I've always felt skibbity my whole life. For as long as I could remember. Cutscene time. It's still really dark. I still can't hardly see it. Which is not really... It's honestly the light's fault that I can't see very well. Because I have two lights. I have one... Plus the window's open. Okay, the window's open, and I have two lights. One on this side and one on the other side. So... Also, if I do this stream, it'll probably be soon after this video is posted. If it's posted on time, which I'm hoping I get it done. I mean, I don't really have too much going on in the next few days, so I should be able to finish it. It could even be like the next day after this. Depends on how far in the future you're watching, of course. I mean, like if it's already been like a while, then you missed it, sorry. If you know games that have like a similar play style to this one, then that would be really cool. That would be cool, because that's the kind of thing that I have discovered I like the most. Like the first-person shooter kind of thing. I never wanted to do any kind of like first-person shooter stuff, mostly because first-person shooter games are usually like multiplayer games, and yeah, not such a fan of that. But like the single-player story-based kind of thing is actually really fun. If you know of any more of those, I'm sure that there are plenty more, I just don't know they exist. So, yeah. Feel free to share. Well, watch out. How much do you want to bet that jump scare is gonna get me again? It always does. There. There. I can't take it anymore. Sucks to be you. Oh no, this is it, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Ooh, okay. I'm not gonna jump. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. It happened, didn't it? Just a little bit, though. Just a little flinch.
Where am I?
Hell. Nah, just kidding. Beep beep. Your phone. Ringing. No phone credit. Oh! That's crazy. You mean the 2 times that I played this, I never saw that? That's crazy. Oh, there's a van in there. There's always a van in the weirdest places. Like, what? Why are there so many of these vans, and why are they just everywhere? And how did that even get in there? Durar? What? Achieved. Door. I don't know. Okay, username. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. And I will see you in the next one.